Thanks, Kevin. Time now for sports. Amber has a look back at the action of today's Super Bowl.
So Super Bowl 52 pitting the Philadelphia Eagles, who had not been to a Super Bowl since 2005, against the perennial powerhouse New England Patriots, who just last year won the Super Bowl. In fact, the Eagles' last Super Bowl appearance was against the Pats, who beat Philly by a field goal in tonight's game. The Eagles were 4 to 4.5 point underdogs. That underdog role, one that they've embraced all season long. The Patriots' role, that of a dynasty, as a win in Minnesota with NFL MVP Tom Brady under center would mark New England's 6th Super Bowl championship, to tie the Pittsburgh Steelers for most Super Bowl wins. First quarter and the teams trade field goals. Here, Philly's second drive, their backup QB, Nick Foles, Aaron one out, and the acrobatic Alshon Jeffrey climbs the invisible ladder, comes down with it for the 34-yard touchdown catch. Philly missed the extra point, though, so their lead would be 9-3. We go to the second quarter, same score, Pats ball on 3rd and 5. Tom Brady trying some trickery, but Brady's got butterfingers. A bit embarrassing, even more so after this. Under a minute left in the half, Eagles lead 15-12. They snap the ball, and it's tight end Trey Burton floating one to the sure-handed Foles in the end zone. Hey, he may not have Giselle, but at least he can catch the football. And Philly heads to the locker room up 22-12. But second half, following a Justin Timberlake halftime show with no nudity, Brady started to bring his own sexy back. And the Pats, so predictably, mounting the comeback campaign. TB12 and Rob Gronkowski hooking up for 2 scores. This one with 9:22 left in the fourth quarter, and after the extra point and the Gronk shimmy, the defending champions would take their first lead of the game, 33-32. Philly's Foles, a backup QB with some big britches to fill, but on 3rd and 7, he does it well. A quick slant to Zach Ertz, controversial call, but Philly gets the 6 points. They'd go for 2, would not get him, so the Eagles lead by 5 with under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Time now for Tom to do what he always does, right? Except this time he doesn't. Instead of marching down the field and scoring, he fumbles and turns the ball over. Philly would tack on a field goal. Brady with one last chance now, throwing up a prayer, and it is not answered. The Philadelphia Eagles win their very first Super Bowl with a final score of 41-33. Here's Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles, followed by the league MVP Tom Brady.
We talked a lot this last week about, a couple years ago, there's a time where I was thinking about hanging up the cleats, and, I think as people, we deal with struggles, and that was, a moment in my life where, I thought about it and, I prayed about it, and, I'm grateful that I made the decision to come back here and play. I wouldn't be out here without God, without Jesus in my life. I can tell you that first and foremost. I don't have the strength to come out here and play this game like that.
If you're not in the game, you don't have a chance to win, so. I mean, if you want to be world champs, you got to play in this game. So we played 8 of them, and they were all good games. But today we had our opportunities. Never really got control of the game. Never really played on our terms, and just didn't make enough plays when we needed to.
Tough times for TB12, and for the Eagles, it was a tough season for rookie running back Donnel Pumphrey. The Canyon Springs grad tore his hamstring and never got to play in any regular season games. But as News 3 sports director Randy Howe reports, it is not stopping him from soaking up the significance of this Super Bowl win.
No matter what the outcome was here at Super Bowl 52, Las Vegas high school football was a guaranteed winner of a Super Bowl ring. Donnel Pumphrey from Canyon Springs, a member of the Eagles, is a Super Bowl champion. We caught up with him after the game.
Vegas put them on their back.
All right, I'll tell you what's going through your mind right now.
Man, this is unreal. My first year in the league, and we win a Super Bowl. You dream about things like this. It's crazy.
How good is this team?
And this team is unreal, and it's a brotherhood here. And we don't worry about individual accolades. What we worry about is being together, and that's why we won a championship.
What do you have to say to some of the kids in Vegas who are growing up wanting to be the next Donnel Pumphrey?
They just keep dreaming and keep putting in that work, and hard work pays off. You can get anywhere you want to be as long as you believe in yourself.
So Las Vegas has 2 Super Bowl champions in the last 3 years. Cimarron High grad Brandon Marshall won a ring with the Broncos back in Super Bowl 50. Lawrence Guy from the Patriots, Western High School, they come up a little bit short, but he's got a bright future ahead. At the Super Bowl, I'm Randy Howe, News 3 Sports.
Pumphrey, you may remember, was the all-time leading rusher in college football before getting drafted by the Eagles. Look forward to seeing him back on the field next season. I would be remiss if I did not mention, though, Vegas Golden Knights beat the Capitals in Washington today 4-3. Their next game is in Pittsburgh on Tuesday. First time back for goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, that's great.
They're on fire. We love it.